What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mindcraft Podcast. This is episode 37. 37, ladies and gentlemen. That is crazy. We're also like a month away from 1 year of the podcast. That's crazy.
Dang.
Anyways, welcome into the podcast. I am fucking tired, if you can't tell, but welcome into the motherfucking podcast. As always.
Yeah.
As always.
Phasmophobia last night.
We were, and then that wasn't the end of my night. So
yeah. I got off and then you were like, we already found the ghost. You're lame.
Well, yeah, so here's what happens. So Noah hops on, right? And he plays with us for a bit. And then like it's like what, 11 or was it midnight your time? 11? I don't know.
It was like 12.
Yeah, okay. And like we just had a good run. And then we're playing with Vaughn, Alex, and Noah. And Alex has a demanding job, so he's got to get up super early in the fucking morning. And he's like, all right, boys, I'm getting off. And I yell at him. I go, no, one more round. We'll do one more on Tanglewood and on Tanglewood, and then that's it. Then you can get off. And he's like, okay, fine, I'll play one more. And then Noah pipes up and goes, I'm getting off, boys. And he couldn't hear me, but I was like, please, one more.
Yeah, I saw you kind of flailing around over there.
Yeah.
I don't know what you were saying, but it looked like you were trying to convey something.
I was like begging. I was like, please, we'll be really quick. And then like Noah like ran around the hub for like 5 minutes. I was like, dude, we gotta find the fucking ghost by now. Please, ready up. So and then he got off, and then we did find the ghost really quick. And then I was like, Noah, we found the ghost already. You're lame. And that was the end of our night, but then that was not the end of my night. And, so I'm fucking tired, but hey, we are here, we are proud, and we got some good stuff to talk about today.
Yes, we do.
So,
but first I want to show you the changes.
Yeah, let's talk about these changes, first of all.
So, where are you at? Oh, yeah,
right
you're right there. Okay. Let's start with over here. So I'm building a wall.
Very nice.
Building a great wall to keep the Mexicans out.
Yep. Get them out. All right.
Yeah. So I think it looks pretty nice.
This
tower looks pretty cool.
I like the entrance.
Yeah. It looks
very nice.
It's pretty cool. Then back here, I did some terraforming back here, trying to make this area look nice up here. Where'd you go? Oh, right here. It's like a little flat lands. Maybe some building could go over here. I don't know. It's a nice little area. Then to make it flow well with the wall, I replaced the bridge with different materials.
Yeah, which, hey, that's fair. Totally get it. Still, it doesn't fit the current aesthetic. Very nice.
I'm gonna definitely do it the same over here.
Yeah, for sure.
Once I get over here.
Right. For sure.
All right, what's up first?
So I want to ask you about this Wonder Woman game that got canceled, because I think we talked about it last week.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Warner Brothers is like the worst company.
They are the worst.
Or like not the worst. Well, maybe it is the worst, but it's like the dumbest company, I think.
I would agree with that.
Because why would you cancel Wonder Woman, and why would you shut down Monolith Studios?
Yeah, like it doesn't really. This whole thing doesn't make sense to me, considering that Monolith, I would argue, has been. I did the wrong thing. Like Monolith in general has, really kind of been like the really everything that they put out has been good. Like I don't.
Yeah. Let me explain the timeline right now. Okay, so Monolith comes out with Middle-earth: Shadow of Mordor. They create the Nemesis system.
Yep.
Great system. Everybody loves it.
Great system. They love it, they're telling me.
Then WB Games patents it and says nobody else can use this. Then they cancel a Shadow of War sequel, the third game, which would have had another Nemesis system. Then they make Monolith make a Wonder Woman game.
Yep.
And they're so deep in development on this game. And we don't know if it's going to have the Nemesis system or what. But
nothing confirmed.
We will never find out anymore. So
yeah. Well, and it sucks too because it was such a great idea that you could throw it in really any video game and it would work great. And like, what sucks the most to me is the fact that it's like Capcom did the same shit. I think it was Capcom. Capcom came up with the idea that, or it was either Capcom or Namco. It doesn't matter. But they made a racing game on the PlayStation 1 and the loading screen was Galaga. And so while your game was loading, you could play Galaga. They copyrighted mini games during loading screens.
Man.
And which is probably
one of never used it again, huh?
Exactly. I don't think they've used it like since. And it's like, and I'm just so sick of it. I'm so sick of these gaming companies just doing stupid shit like this. They're the worst. I fucking hate them all. I'm so tired of them. Except for Rockstar, they're cool.
Rockstar's pretty cool.
Yeah. Still haven't played Red Dead 2, but And
Red Dead 2 is good.
I plan on playing it next time it goes on sale. Is my because I finished Lies of P.
Definitely do a let's play.
I might.
I think that would be good.
I might. Yeah, if I well, it's funny.
I mean, you've played the online.
Yeah, I played the online. Well, it's funny because I played it one time. I started playing it when it came on Game Pass, and that was like during the pandemic or whatever. But I couldn't. I just played like the first 10 minutes. I don't know, like 20 or something. I was like, I'll come back to this, and then I just never did. So I owe myself to actually finish it because I know it's a good game. Like, no, I've never heard somebody say Red Dead Redemption 2 is a bad game.
Yeah.
The multiplayer could have been better.
I saw like one or two people say that, but
yeah,
they're not real gamers. So
nope, they're not real gamers. Yeah, no.
So, do you want to? I mean, this is kind of off the cuff, but do you want to hear my funny Twitter interaction I had today?
Let's hear it.
So, the whole thing going on with the planes, right?
Oh yeah, of course.
Somebody posted a right-wing meme about when you find out that your pilot is a female. Keyword female.
Yeah.
And it's like, and I replied because everybody was like, this is so real, this is so funny,
Yeah.
And I put, I love how like blatant sexism is funny to you people, is what I put, right?
Yeah.
And so many people are saying, none of them are gonna sleep with you, bro, or they're calling me a fag, or don't I cut that part out.
Never mind.
They're calling me the F word, basically. And they're like, you're probably a woman or something like that. And I'm like,
dude, they're so lame. They're so fucking lame.
And they're like, it's called comedy.
Okay.
They're like, the reason this is funny is because we don't get to say stuff like this. I'm like, well, maybe there's a reason why we don't get to say stuff like this.
I hate.
I was like, the reason we don't get to say stuff like this is because it creates bias and separates us. Is why.
Well, this is. I'll say this because it's sort of adjacent. Is like it. I think we've talked about this, but it's like whenever I see a right winger like repost a Louis C.K. tweet or something, and they think he's talking about conservatives and he's not. It's like the same shit. It's like you realize. Like, no comedian would find you funny. Like, you realize that, right? Like, you're not funny. God, I just...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the skit that people are laughing at is not... Like, the acting in it is horrible.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, my God.
Yep. It's the worst. I hate conservative media. It's probably the worst shit I've ever watched, man.
Oh, yeah, the guy that posted it, you know what his account name is?
Oh, God, what?
The Chief Trumpster.
Oh.
And he replied to me too, and he said, "Why so serious?"
Oh,
yeah, idolizing the Joker.
Oh,
it's like clockwork with these people, man.
Oh,
I know.
I'm just cringing at that name. Look, it's just so cringe to me to make your fucking name based off of I feel that way for anybody, like on the left or the right. If you make your fucking name based off of like a political candidate, you are the worst You are not invited to my birthday party. Holy shit!
Like if I made my account name Skibbity Biden.
Exactly.
Skibbity Biden.
Oh, that's insufferable. You're the worst. My God, that's like, ugh. Say you're no fun at parties, man. Say that you are just no fun at parties. So, we didn't really touch on it last week, but speaking of dumb shit in the media, Xbox is planning on using AI, and they created an AI model that can now generate gameplay.
Okay.
So,
that's scary.
I just don't understand companies like posting this type of shit and telling people about this. Like, nobody likes AI. You know what? Well, except businessmen.
Anybody who's smart, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. But like nobody likes generative AI for the most part. You know, there's a handful of people.
Yeah. Like I'm fine if people want to like use it to like help them make their job easier, but not like that.
Yeah, 100%. You know, like AI.
Like I don't want it to just blatantly do work for them.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah, AI can be a really powerful tool. You know, if you use it right, and like I kind of use it like a basically my new Google. Just I just because it's
yeah,
not.
See, that's good.
Yeah, because I don't need
it can give you better search results.
Exactly.
It can answer your question better.
Yeah, and especially if I'm not like, then that way I'm not like reading through a bunch of links. I can just get the quick information in a little blurb really quick. But I just don't understand why these companies are. Well, Call of Duty also got in trouble the other day because Steam has a new rule where basically if you post your game on Steam and it has AI, there needs to be a label saying that this game uses AI. And I'm pretty sure the rule is specifically for generative AI. I'm pretty sure. And so COD got in trouble. So it looks like they're using it for loading screens, and like icons and shit.
Oh my god, I didn't talk about universal DMCAing themselves.
Yeah, we got to talk about that too. I'm so curious what that means.
So, you know how Christopher Nolan's making a new movie?
Is he? Okay.
The Odyssey. It's going to be based off of Homer's Odyssey.
Yes.
So they posted a set photo of Matt Damon as Odysseus.
Oh, okay.
The official Universal account did, right? Mm-hmm. And then they took down the photo for copyright.
You know what that sounds like? It sounds like they have an AI that does that, actually.
Yeah.
That's so funny, dude. So Matt Damon's going to be Odysseus?
Yep.
Interesting, okay.
He is indeed going to be Odysseus.
Interesting.
The movie also stars like a handful of people. I know Tom Holland's going to be in it. John Bernthal's going to be in it.
Who the fuck is Tom Holland going to be?
I have no idea. Everybody thought he was going to be the main guy, but
no, it's not. No. Ugh. Thank God.
Yeah, I know, right? Like I was like, thank God it's not Tom Holland.
I mean, I don't know how I feel about Matt Damon. I like Matt Damon, but I don't know how I feel about Matt Damon in that role.
I'll say he looks good.
Yeah, I guess I didn't see the photo, so I can't really. But, that is pretty funny that they did DMCA themselves. That's the most universal shit I've ever seen.
The Odyssey cast. Let me see here. Actually, I'm going to look at the letterbox. It has the better...
I was going to say, it's probably got to have a goated cast for being a Nolan film, right?
Yeah, it's got a pretty loaded cast already. All right. So, here we go.
Okay.
Cast. Matt Damon, Tom Holland, Zendaya, Anne Hathaway, Lupita Nyong'o, Robert Pattinson, Benny Safdie, Charlize Theron, John Bernthal, John Leguizamo, Himesh Patel, Elliot Page, Bill Irwin, Samantha Morton. All right, we're getting into the less known names. All right, Corey Hawkins. That's Mia Goth.
Okay. It's not a bad cast, actually. Well, yeah, I guess you do got to give gotta give what's his fucking name some work while they still finish writing the Batman 2.
Yeah.
Robert
Pattinson definitely needs a role for right now.
Something, man. Dude, he's so funny though. I was reading an article about him the other day and about how weird he is. Like how he's like really self-obsessed, and I find that really funny. Because
he's self-obsessed?
Oh yeah, dude. And I find that funny because besides the Batman, he hasn't really made good movies. Like, has he? Like
no, he made that one movie that kind of put him back in the serious talks. I think it's called Good Time or something.
Oh, I haven't heard of that one.
And that's what got him considered for the Batman.
Okay. Yeah, because when I think of whenever I think of him, I always think of Twilight and the Batman. So.
Yeah, I did see something he said. Wasn't he like, I don't take anything. Well, actually, no. He's like, if I take a role, I'm going to be super into that role, and I fully commit to it because I don't want people to think of me as the.
Yeah,
reason a movie's bad or something, because he's like, you could have the worst directors or worst people working on this movie that are the reason why it's not that good, right. But then they'll still blame me at the end of the day. Is what he was saying, and I'm like, no, that's true. I mean, that's how people are.
Yeah, he does have a good point there. But I kind of agree and kind of disagree with him on that point. I agree because he isn't wrong, but also I feel like there's plenty of films where we go, oh well, the acting isn't the issue; it's the directing, So I feel like that's a tiny bit of a cop out, maybe. I don't know though.
I've seen people. You'd be surprised. My family, my dad, he does not care about you'd be surprised how many people don't even know about directors or anything and just see the actor on screen and they're like, oh, his acting is horrible. That's why this movie is bad.
Oh, I guess fair. I was thinking more from
that's why so many actors, they get so nervous. Like for instance, Daisy Ridley in the Star Wars movies, for example. She revealed that she had holes in her stomach from how bad she was treated by fans.
Wow.
By the time they were doing Last Jedi.
Well, yeah, but also Star Wars fans are virgins.
Mm-hmm.
They're lame, man. I don't know, man. I feel like I always mention how much I hate the Star Wars community every episode, but I really do. Yeah. They're the fucking worst, man. I remember when those movies were coming out, and they're like, a female Jedi. Ugh. It's like, calm down. It's not that deep.
Yeah.
Not that deep. Yeah, no, I don't know, man. Which I guess, speaking of Star Wars, Kathleen Kennedy is apparently retiring, huh?
Yep. And that's making all the people that you would expect to make happy.
Well, okay, look, I don't like Kathleen Kennedy, but I don't know if it's gonna fix the issue. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, she might not be the greatest leader, but she would definitely be better than fucking Kevin Feige. What the hell?
I can agree with that. I really hope they don't put Kevin Feige in charge. That would be the worst decision they could make. Kevin Feige, ever since the start of Phase 3 has just gone downhill, man. I just thinking
everything that man does.
Yeah,
pisses me off.
Everything. Well, ask Twitter. They love what he does, man.
Yeah.
I actually think that it's great that you have to watch every Marvel property before watching this new one. I think that's great.
Yeah. I think that's amazing. Did you see what Kojima said about Captain America?
I did, and I'm not the biggest Marvel aficionado, but doesn't him getting the shield mean that he becomes Captain America?
Yeah. I know. I literally replied to the post and I was like, okay, Kojima, look. You don't need to watch Falcon Winter Soldier to understand the plot of this movie. If anything, I mean, look, there's so many things to be confused about in this movie, and you chose that.
Mm-hmm. Do we think that he's that dumb, or do we think it's a translation issue?
It might be just, I don't know what it is, because how do you not?
Yeah, like when I read that, I was like, what the fuck are you talking about?
How do you not get it?
Yeah, but who knows?
I don't know. I said I love you, Kojima, but what the fuck, man?
I do love you, Kojima, but sometimes you say some crazy shit, man.
And then everybody's like, well, this is coming from the guy that writes Metal Gear Solid, so.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's true.
Even as an MGS fan, I can admit that. One of my favorite clips of all time will still be the clip of the girl that played Quiet in Metal Gear Solid 5. They're like, she was like playing the game on Twitch or some shit. And she's like, yeah, they took like 5,000 photos of my feet. and then people started diving into the game and they realized how detailed her feet were for some reason.
That's interesting.
Kojima is an interesting guy.
He is.
He's a really interesting guy. Like, I constantly, I don't know, man. I really
think about him.
I do a lot of the time, man. Like, I'll just be like, wow, why did he do
I live on the same earth as this guy.
Yeah, exactly. For better or for worse, I live on the same earth as Kojima.
Yep.
I think about the plot of MGS3, and I'm like, wow, he wrote that. But then he also wrote Metal Gear Solid Acid. Then he also wrote Metal Gear Solid 2.
Yeah, I saw somebody make a meme, and it's like Kojima when he watched the new Captain America movie. Is this what I do to people?
Dude, for real. I will always say this. I think it's Metal Gear Solid 2 that really started that trend. Like, MGS1, in my opinion, isn't that hard to understand. It's MGS2 where Kojima said, you know what? Well, I should give a little context. If people don't know the backstory behind Metal Gear Solid 2, Kojima doesn't like sequels. And basically Konami was like, hey dude, you need to make Metal Gear Solid 2. Like, Metal Gear Solid 1 literally broke records. And he's like, fine, I'll fucking make it, but I don't want to. And he made it. And I have, a lot of people love MGS2. I don't. I just think its writing is fucking awful, and it's really just a meta commentary about sequels. So it's like, okay, you're real original.
That's the Matrix Resurrections for you.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I get the point, but I've seen it before. I understand what your commentary is. I get why sequels are bad, but also I'm just so tired. Anyway, but so he made that, and that story is really confusing, and it's meant to be confusing because he didn't want to make any more Metal Gear games. So
I see.
But he made Metal Gear Solid 3, which is great because it's a prequel. Yeah, that's also something that Kojima does that I hate, where he'll write fucking games that take place, like Metal Gear Solid 3 takes place I think it's 30 years before Metal Gear Solid 1. And then Metal Gear Solid 5 takes place even earlier. Why, man? Why do you do this shit? I hate you.
All I know is
Psycho Mantis.
Psycho Mantis.
I seen a tweet a couple months ago that was like, Metal Gear Solid is really just Kingdom Hearts for boot kids, and I'm like, you know what? It's an accurate description.
Let me ask you a question here.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you pick to? I know you're not a Star Wars guy, but who would you pick? I want an outsider's opinion.
Okay.
To be president of Lucasfilm.
Honestly, I think Jon Favreau kind of has proven himself as with Mando. People love Mando. Besides season 3, but people love Mando. Why? At least that's who I would pick. I would not pick Kevin Feige. That's an awful.
Fuck that, yeah.
It's an awful,
I would pick literally anybody but Kevin Feige. I think.
Yeah.
Some people have a problem with Dave Filoni too. I don't know why, because
it's not bad.
I mean, this guy, he's everybody calls him the backstabbing Judas Iscariot of Star Wars. It's like, dude, it's not that deep, bro. Come on.
They're talking about a kids franchise, by the way, people. That's always what's so funny to me, is I just love always pointing that out every once in a while. So I'm just like, they're talking about kids movies.
And fictional characters.
Yes.
Like, even if it wasn't kids movies, I mean, it's still fictional characters.
Yes.
Like, why are you this hung up about it?
Oh,
come on, man.
So good, man.
Like, if a movie is not good, if I don't like a movie, yeah, sure, I'm going to be disappointed, but I'm not going to be like, I'm going to go to their headquarters and burn it down, kind of like, I mean, maybe I'll say that in a joking way, but I'm not going to, oh my God, so many people mean it these days.
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous, man. It's like I open up Twitter and I just see some crazy opinions. Crazy opinions. I always use the new the new Captain America movie as my example. Like, people had meltdowns over this movie, and like, it doesn't. I mean, is it clear? Is it a great movie? No, but it's not a fucking 1 out of 10 like some people are trying to claim. That is ridiculous to me.
Yeah, and I saw it yesterday, and I can tell you right now, if you like Sam Wilson as Captain America, if you want to see. Let me tell you the mistake that Marvel made, and I was telling Luna while we were walking out of the theater about this.
Yeah,
I was like, yeah, they definitely should not have put Red Hulk in the marketing. I think that's the mistake that they made with this. I think that if they left that as a surprise at the end of the movie, people would have loved this.
Right.
Because that's the mistake that they made. Everybody expected, it's gonna be like Red Hulk versus Captain America. That's awesome.
Yeah.
For the whole movie. No.
Yeah, that's kind of like, one of my professors, he pretty much is a Marvel correspondent, and he's like, and he really liked it. But he kind of agreed on that. He was like, I just don't know why they put Red Hulk in all the marketing material when he's like there for just a couple minutes. So,
Yep, I agree. That's my problem with the movie. Yep. But it's not even a problem with the movie, more just the marketing. So
yeah.
That's the thing.
I'm also really tired of this whole complaint about reshoots in movies.
Yeah, me too. Like, every movie has reshoots, bro.
Mm-hmm. Like, literally, like you're gonna be hard pressed to find a movie in the last 10 years that hasn't had a reshoot.
Our good buddy Rob Liefeld is going crazy about this new Captain America movie because he's like a big fan of Winter Soldier, and he's like Kevin Feige's worst enemy right now. And he's gonna take down Marvel, and he hates Marvel because he didn't get invited to the Deadpool and Wolverine after party.
Nobody came to my birthday party.
He didn't get invited to the after party. And he's mad, and he's old man mad, and he's over here being like, they reshot this movie 4 times.
Who cares?
And they took out big sequences of the movie. And then the director comes out and he's like, we only did 1 round of reshoots. What's this guy talking about?
He's just mentally unwell, man. He's the Ken Penders of Marvel.
Go buy my new Deadpool comic.
He's
gonna fly off the shelves.
Oh, he still fucking works there? I didn't know that he's still actively at Marvel.
No, his last Deadpool comic was like the other week or whatever, but yeah, he's done with Marvel. He's quote unquote done with Marvel, but if they pay him a lot of money to come back, he's coming back.
Oh, so
that guy
just quit?
Two-Face.
So he just quit?
Yeah, he just quit. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But he's got a new Batman cover for the new Batman, not the new Batman series, but another Batman series coming out. He's got a new cover for the Batmans. You better buy it. It's gonna sell out. It's gonna sell out. You're not gonna be able to get it anywhere for a good price.
I just
Watch it be like $1 on eBay.
Dude, it probably will be. Dude, that's how pretty much. You know how much Batman shit DC makes? It all ends up like that. Besides, every once in a while, they make something that's actually worthwhile. I'm
doing a signing stream where I sign a bunch of my Batman covers. You better come and see it.
Oh,
so you can get your hands on one of the exclusive signed Rob Liefeld covers.
I love this guy, dude.
of my Batman of my Batman cover where he has the same face as all the other characters I ever draw.
Oh my god. Guy.
Dude has the same facial expressions on every character. No backgrounds. One of the worst artists ever. I like how he draws Deadpool, but that's it.
Oh, he's so funny. I think he needs to be president. Or something.
Oh, don't threaten me with a good time.
Oh, I'll be voting for Rob Liefeld. I'm gonna put a sign in my yard. I'm gonna start wearing Rob Liefeld t-shirts. People are gonna be like, "Who the fuck is that?" I'm like, "Oh, you don't know? Only the greatest comic artist of our time.
The guy that famously can't draw feet." And it's so bad that Deadpool references it in the first movie.
I just love it because the more and more I hear about this guy, the more he sounds like Ken Penders.
I looked up Ken Penders on... Damn.
Yeah, I know! He looks fucking...
Yep.
Why does he look like one of the Ninja Turtles from the 80s movie? Or is that 90s?
I don't know.
You know which one I'm talking about, right? The fucking...
I know what you're talking about, yeah.
Those movies aren't good. I don't like them. Fun fact about that movie. You remember the CGI one from like 2008 or 9?
Yeah.
That's actually the 4th movie in that franchise.
Yeah, I know.
Which is crazy, you know? Which that one's goated. But that one's a little biased for me, but that video game goes hard though. It was God of War, but Ninja Turtles.
I think I'm a little biased too, because that's kind of like a childhood movie for me.
Yeah, exactly. That's one that I watched. So I haven't watched it in years though, so it's probably not good actually. Probably not good.
It's okay, Hunter. It's okay. You can like a movie from your childhood that wasn't actually made that well.
Yeah. Except Speed Racer. Speed Racer is actually made well.
Oh yeah. That's a movie we got to talk about.
We do got to talk about that movie soon. Yeah, no. Oh man, let me take a sip of my drink and then tell you about what I'm drinking today, boys.
So. Oh, I know what it is.
Mm-hmm. So.
I'm so excited to hear this.
Oh, you're so excited for it, ladies and gentlemen. There's nothing more in this world that I love than a good, nice, ice-cold drink. And when I'm tired, and we're recording, and we're gaming, I like to reach for a good old W energy. And let me tell you, and it's true, okay? It is true. I love this shit, okay? And when it... What? What's so funny? What's so funny? The cans are delicious, Noah. What's so funny about...
I like to reach for a good old W energy.
Hey, look, it's great. And guess what? With our code, PointC10, you can get 10% off on anything on the website. That includes the energy drink cans that I really enjoy. You can also buy the energy powder, the hydration powder, stickers, fucking merchandise. That includes hoodies. That includes hats.
Oh, yeah.
Stickers. You can buy all that shit. And it's great. It's great. Or you can use the link found in the description for 10% off. W Energy is sugar-free. The hydration formula is caffeine-free if you're into that. And yeah, so, support us with our code, PointC10, or you can just use the link found in the description.
Awesome.
Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Let me look at this topic list here. What do we got?
Topic lists.
What do we got to talk about? Oh, so tell me about the new Punisher special.
Oh yeah, so they announced a new Punisher special.
Awesome.
And it's gonna be written by John Bernthal himself.
Okay.
And it's gonna be like one of those Marvel special presentations, like 50-minute things. And yeah, so I don't know what it's gonna be about, but it's got me excited.
Has he really written anything before?
I don't know.
Okay.
But the thing is, he's you know what I love about him and Charlie Cox?
What?
Specifically, as far as comic book actors go, they actually are fans of their characters. They're funny.
Yeah, I like
they actually read the material and stuff.
I do. Yes, I agree. I did like the John Bernthal moment, where he went into that comic shop and they're like, "No, you're not reading this. You're reading this, this, and this."
Yeah. And then he was like, "And I'm not gonna come back and play the Punisher unless they agree with me on how to do on how to bring it back to the way it was."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Hell yeah."
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah, man.
And then what Charlie Cox said when he was like, I want to make sure we get the Daredevil show right because I've become a really big fan of this character and its stories. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yes.
Yeah,
just like me.
Dude, for real. I hope it's good. I still haven't finished Daredevil or started Punisher, but definitely good shows.
Oh yeah, and Robert Pattinson. He's one of them too.
Yeah.
Big fan of Batman.
Big fan of Batman. Robert Pattinson is just like, Batman's like me for real.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and Andrew Garfield. He's a big Spider-Man fan too.
Oh, is he? Know that.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Tom Holland.
I saw something recently that came out about the production of No Way Home. Mm-hmm. Charlie Cox and Andrew Garfield were roommates in acting school.
Oh, really?
And I think Robert Pattinson was roommates with them too, which is kind of funny, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think let me look that up.
That's such a fucking crazy fucking roommate group right there, dude.
Yeah, 3 of my favorite comic book character actors.
Yeah.
Let me look that up.
Even just acting wise, they're all pretty good, you know?
These 4 actors were they were.
That's
Holy
crazy.
Shit. Yeah, that is insane. But during the production of No Way Home, Charlie Cox was there to film his scenes in the movie.
Yeah.
As Matt Murdock, and he was texting Andrew Garfield, and because he knew he was in it because he wrote all the scripts and stuff.
Yeah.
But Andrew Garfield didn't know that Charlie Cox was in the movie, and he texted Andrew, and he was like, I hear that you're what did he say? He was like, I hear you're doing Spider-Man, or whatever, and then Andrew Garfield's like, or no. Charlie Cox was like, no, I hear I'm in the same movie as you right now. And then Andrew Garfield was like, no, that's impossible because I'm doing Spider-Man, bro. And then they met up outside of somewhere in Atlanta and got something to eat or whatever. But yeah,
that's funny, dude. I'll never forget when they fucking when they fucking signed after they finished shooting, and then that leaked online. I'm like, how did these fucking movie studios do dumb shit like this?
Yep. I told you that information can't get out. Fuck.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or when the delivery guy got Andrew Garfield.
Oh yeah. God, man, movie studios are dumb sometimes. I don't know. Or I always think about the case with Arkham Knight and when that game got leaked.
Really?
Yeah. So
it got leaked like Wolverine.
No. So what happened was what's his fucking name? Who was Batman? Sorry, I feel bad because he passed away now that I don't remember.
Kevin Conroy.
Yeah, I should know that. I love Kevin Conroy. Anyway, I'm bad with actors' names if you guys haven't realized at this point in the podcast. So Kevin Conroy was doing a event at Comic-Con, and Arkham Origins was coming out in a couple weeks or something like that. And they ask him, and they go, "Hey, are you in the new Batman game?" And he goes, "Oh yeah, of course I'm in the new Batman game." And they're like, And they're like, oh, Arkham Origins? And he's like, because he wasn't in Arkham Origins. He was.
Yeah, he wasn't in that one.
Yeah, so then he got banned from going to Comic-Cons after that.
Oh wait, what?
Yeah.
Oh man, that sucks.
Yeah, Warner Brothers suck, don't they?
Yeah, those guys over there at Warner Bros.
I also don't understand why they acted like it was such a big deal that Arkham Knight got leaked. Like, it was pretty obvious that there was another Batman game in the works. Like, let's not fucking pretend like he leaked fucking, I don't know, what's even a project that was so secret? It's like if somebody leaked that GTA 6 was being made. No shit.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I guess No Way Home is a good one. Like, if it came out, like, you know, like, they tried to keep it pretty good under wraps that No Way Home wasn't going to have all 3 Spider-Man in it. It'd be like that, but, like, it's fucking the 3rd Arkham game. It was pretty obvious that they're making another fucking Christ, Arkham game, you know? Like, holy shit, guys. Like, there was literally an Easter egg in Arkham City that, like, hinted that there was a new game coming. Like, are you guys that fucking dumb? Holy shit, man. I hate Warner Brothers with all my soul, man.
Yep. Worst company.
I'll only forgive them if
only
forgive them if the new Harry Potter show ends up being good.
Oh yes, there's actually news about that.
Oh, is there? Anything?
They casted Dumbledore.
Oh, did they? Who'd they cast for Dumbledore?
John Lithgow?
Has he been in anything?
You know him?
I don't think so.
I know he was in Daddy's Home too.
Oh, okay. Was he one? Was he one of the
Will
dads?
Ferrell's dad.
Oh, that guy. Okay. Yeah, I know him.
And then he was also in Rise of the Planet of the Apes. I know that too.
Okay. Okay. So, well, I guess I really only think of him from Daddy's Home too. So I don't know if he can be a serious actor. I guess it depends what they're going for with Dumbledore, though.
Oh yeah, I'm sure he could be a serious
probably.
actor. He's a good actor.
Plus, that movie came out like 10 years ago, so he probably looks much older.
Oh yeah, he was like, he said, this is like he did say something. He was like, this is the last thing that I'm going to be known for in my career, because he's like, I'm going to probably be really, really old by the time this show's over.
Yeah, I was going to say, by the time they finish the show, he's going to be like, you know, like 9 years older or whatever. You know, that is one thing that I kind of like about the Harry Potter movies, and what'll be good about the show is that, like, you kind of grow up with the actors. I kind of like that. I really like that about the movies, and I think that, you know, with the show, it'll be interesting to see. I'm interested to see what they do with the show. You know, it's crazy to me that they're already remaking Harry Potter, considering that I remember when the last movie came out. Like, I remember the phenomenon that was Harry Potter at the time. I wasn't into Harry Potter, but, like, I remember, like, you know, whatever.
I do remember when Deathly Hallows was coming out.
Yep. That was a big deal.
I do remember that.
Yep.
Like, I'm not into Harry Potter that much. Like, they're good movies. But, like, I'm not, like, a super fan or anything.
Yeah, exactly. I remember when Half-Blood Prince came out, actually.
Oh, really?
I do. But yeah, no, I do, yeah. But yeah, no, I remember the cultural phenomenon behind Deathly Hallows when that finally was coming out. You know, obviously I didn't watch it that age, but, like, I wasn't reading the books yet, but, you know. Harry Potter was one of my favorite book series growing up. I loved that shit, man, when I first read it. I still do. I haven't read it in years. But I only read it once, but for a long time, I was a big Harry Potter guy. Not recently, though. I haven't watched... Last time I watched the movies was I watched The Order of Phoenix with Noah, I think. Was the one that we watched.
We watched that?
That's the one I think we watched together. I think. I don't remember. I watched, like, one of them with you. I don't remember which one it was. For some reason, I want to say Order of Phoenix, because I think I remember...
I don't remember this.
It was either Order of Phoenix or, for some reason, maybe Chamber of Secrets? I don't remember. I know it wasn't one of my favorites, though. Well, I love Order of Phoenix, but I don't really like Chamber of Secrets.
Order of Phoenix was...
That's fair.
If I consider it as if, like, if I remember this one, it was good, you know? Because I don't remember Order of Phoenix. I don't really remember Chamber of Secrets. I remember the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then I remember the third one. The third one's my favorite.
That one's great. Yeah.
Prisoner of Azkaban, really good.
Yep. Prisoner of Azkaban is really good.
And I'm gonna be honest with you. I remember Goblet of Fire. I do remember that one. That was pretty good actually.
Yeah. The book's better, but yes.
And then everything after Goblet of Fire, I gotta be honest with you, I don't really remember Deathly Hallows that much. Yeah, I gotta rewatch those movies, but yeah,
we should. You know what? You know what? We talked about this with the. Maybe we should do that for part of the movie podcast. Is rewatch the Harry Potter films at some point.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
Yeah, no, I love the Half-Blood Prince and the Deathly Hallows movies. Trying to think. I had something to say about those movies. I don't remember. Oh, I don't really like the first two movies that much. I mean, the first one's good because it's the first one, but I like Goblet of Fire, but the book is way better because it's so hard to compress what happens in the Goblet of Fire into a 3-hour movie.
See, I think, you know what I think? And this is just me, like my weird movie take.
Yeah.
Or weird book take. Kids' books are good.
Yeah.
Adult books are good.
Yep.
But young adult books are always so cringy to me.
They usually are pretty cringy. You are right about that.
Kids' books are great.
Yep.
Adult, but in the middle, it's just like, what the hell?
You know what? You are pretty right about that.
It always has some weird romance that I just can't stand.
Yeah, that is fair, man. I do kind
like
of agree.
the one that I kind of like is Hunger Games.
Mm-hmm.
But even there, it just seems kind of like just something about it that I just can't stand. I don't know what it is.
Yeah, I kind of agree. Harry Potter's is I don't mind it later on. It's the early one with Cho that I just do not like, man. I just don't like.
Yeah,
Cho
and
as a character.
It's like adult books. Like, what? Let me think. What's an adult book? Lord of the Rings. Yeah, Lord of the Rings is an adult book. Like, that's a great story.
Yep.
Kids books, Narnia and Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Those are great stories.
Yep.
You know, but stuff like fucking, I don't know, Divergent.
Oh, you know, like so that.
Right. I mean, I like Maze Runner.
I don't.
But again, something about it is missing.
I read the first book, and like I think I started the second one. I was so uninterested.
I'm gonna be real with you. The guy that wrote those, and he made a prequel. He made prequels. The prequels are so much more interesting.
Are they? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember the first book not being bad, but I don't remember what it was. But I started the second one, and I was like, ugh. I did the same thing with Percy Jackson, though. I loved the first Percy Jackson, and then I started the second one. I was like, what the fuck, man? I don't know why, but
same thing.
Yep.
I get it. I mean, yeah, they're not. There's some that I like, but it's usually young adult novels that I'm just like, what did they thinking here?
Yeah, for sure. Aren't they making a Percy Jackson show as well?
Yeah, the first season already came out and people liked it.
Oh, did they? Okay.
Our good man Lance Reddick played Zeus, and it was one of his last roles. Yeah.
Oh. Yeah, I remember. Yeah, you know what? I kind of do remember that coming out. But I remember Nickelodeon. Paramount must have owned the rights to the movies or something, because I remember Nickelodeon always airing that fucking first movie. But I never watched it.
I think they must have, yeah.
But I remember too, because wasn't that like one of those films like where the rights changed hands, like when they made the second one or some shit?
I think you might be right, actually. Yeah.
I think I was reading something about that, and a parent. This is like some old like lost media video I saw like 5 years ago, so don't quote me here. But like they were talking about how like that they're like for the second book they started making the movie before the rights changed, and apparently there's a cut that exists. Sorry, my current fixation currently is Lost Media again. I've been going back through Lost Media. I love Lost Media, man. It's great.
Lost Media.
Lost Media is fantastic.
What's the best Lost Media?
The best one to me? Oh, dude, that's so tough. I really enjoy. There's a couple that I really like. I always like the story of Food Fight a lot. Do you know about Food Fight?
Not really.
So Food Fight is an animated movie that came out that's really, really bad. Like it's considered like one of the worst animated movies of all time. And what happened is that movie went through development hell. Like they worked on it for like 10 years. And the reason why it took so long is because at one point somebody stole the movie. Like they stole the hard drives. And so, yeah. And because it cost them like a bunch of money to make. So they're like, well, we still got to make a movie. So then they like put together a piece of shit in like a couple of years. And it's really bad. But so like I find that Lost Media really interesting, the lost cut of that, because it was like done. Like they were almost done with it. So that one's really interesting to me. I also really enjoy it's found now, but there was an old Mr. Rogers like mini series that was lost for a long time that came out like around the during the Vietnam War. And it was like about like war and it got banned because it was very anti-war at the time, obviously. And it was like it's super interesting. I think they found it all now, but for a long time it was like lost. So that one's pretty interesting to me.
Something that's pretty close to being lost media, I think, is the Young Indiana Jones Chronicles.
Is it almost completely lost?
Well, what do you constitute as lost?
That there's no record. Well, that they have no video of it, or like they have some trailers, but they don't have like.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, well, never mind. Okay.
Do you think it was like forgotten?
Yeah, it's almost forgotten. I should say that.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. No. So lost media can be forgotten. Like that's how a lot of these shows go missing. Is just the other one that's really interesting to me is Doctor Who. There's like 100 episodes of Doctor Who that are missing.
What?
Yeah. So what happened is during like when the show first started, the UK and like we did this too in the US, they didn't realize how important television was going to be. And what they would do is that they when they aired the episodes, they used to do it on tapes, and they would tape over the tapes again because it would just, instead of buying a whole new tape, you could just tape over it, and they would tape over it, and then so like a lot of the stuff from like I think it's the 50s is missing.
Oh shit.
Yeah, and it's really funny because every once in a while they'll find an episode or two in like an abandoned church in the UK.
Whoa.
Yeah, it's really weird. There was one that they found. It was in the 80s or 90s that they found in the basement of a church, in a Mormon church of all things, in the UK, and it was like
a Mormon church.
Yeah, and it's like, dude, I love lost media shit. It's crazy how some of it gets found. It's found now, but one of my favorites was Suicide Mouse, which was a Vietnam, not Suicide Mouse, sorry, that's the creepypasta. There's a Vietnam Mickey Mouse tape. I forget what it was called, but it was missing for a long time, and they finally found it recently, and it's just like really short. It's like a minute long, but it's Mickey Mouse. He puts on a soldier's hat, he grabs a gun, and then he walks into Vietnam and gets shot in the head. And it was missing. What? Yeah, it was a protest piece about the Vietnam War. And like it was lost for like 40 years. And some fucking 18-year-old found it while he was at his college, and he was just digging through a recycle bin, and he just found a random tape that was labeled like Mickey Mouse or some shit. And he just threw it in a VHS tape, and he was like, "What the fuck? It's fucking Vietnam Mouse or whatever." I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called like I don't remember what it's called, like Decision Day or some shit. But it's like I just Lost Media is so interesting. So if you guys ever want to keep yourself up late at night, just go through some Lost Media. There's some really interesting shit. And it's crazy because there's like lost SpongeBob shit. There's lost Sesame Street shit. There's lost shit of stuff that you're like, wow, this show is like really popular. How are we missing SpongeBob explaining zodiac signs? Like super interesting.
That is really interesting.
Yeah,
we could do a whole show on that.
We could. I love Lost Media. It's great. Personal favorite. Go check out Blame It on George if you want the best Lost Media content. He's a beast. One of the OG creators that I used to watch a lot of. And then every once in a while now, whenever I fall back into Lost Media, and I'm like, you know what? I want to see what they found since the last time I've looked. There's a lost pilot of Drake and Josh that they're still trying to find the full version of.
Really?
I forget. Yeah, it's basically the same as the original pilot, except it had a different actor for Drake's dad. I don't remember who the fuck it was, but
Interesting.
And at one point, what's his name posted it online. Dan Schneider did, but then Paramount took it down. Which
why did he post it?
Because everybody wanted it. Because everybody's like, because they knew it existed, and they just wanted to see it. So he's like, okay,
he was trying to get some goodwill back.
Yeah. Well, this was before it was like, this was like way before the current shit. This is years ago.
Oh, I see.
So this was like, I mean, everybody already knew, but like, you know, but yeah. There's one episode that is still lost that I want to find so bad because I'm so curious. There's an episode of Sesame Street that's been missing that involved the Wicked Witch of the West from Wizard of Oz. They got her like right before she died to do an episode where she came back to Sesame Street. And it was like really terrifying to kids, so they banned it. And they've never released it since on any of the DVDs. So that one's still considered... Like, there's only one screenshot that exists, and it's her, like, standing next to Oscar the Grouch. And it's like... yeah, so...
It's kind of creepy, actually.
It is kind of creepy. It is kind of creepy. But yeah, no, that shit's still missing. But yeah, no.
I've finished the second tower.
Oh, nice. Okay, I'll come check in a second. We'll come and check it in a second. Oh. Oh, very nice. Very nice. Looking great, Noah.
Building the Great Wall.
Building the Great Wall. Building the Great Wall. There's one. I think they might have found it recently, but there's... Oh, hi, Wandering Trademan. You're not updated yet. Nope. I'm not going to kill you, though.
Should.
Should I? Okay.
Do it!
All right, he's dead. One of my favorites is, and I think it's still missing, is that there was a lost Mickey Mouse cartoon from like, I think it's like, I don't remember. It's not that old, where Pluto is being watched by Minnie for the day. And Pluto is terrified that Minnie is gonna... What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Oh, that scared the shit out of me. And Pluto is terrified. They just spawned right in front of my face. What the fuck? What the fuck, man?
I don't know why, but I let the intrusive thoughts win.
Yeah, dude. So it's an episode where Minnie is watching Pluto for the day, and like Pluto like ruins a cake or something, and like then Pluto is terrified that Minnie is gonna kill him and put him in a soup.
What?
Yeah. And Disney, and after it aired, Disney was like, we cannot air this. What are you guys thinking?
Yeah. Yeah, no. That would not go well.
No. Nope.
I wonder if... Oh, okay. Let me try something. I wanna see all the different types of skeletons. I guess this would work too. Are you ready?
I'm ready now.
Are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Meet me over here. Actually, I'll just teleport. Oh no! I'll just teleport you.
Alright,
this is going to be my experiment.
Oh boy. Okay. What's the experiment here?
Which one is gonna kill you first? Oh, they don't like skeleton. What? Huh?
Oh fuck! Not the wither. Fuck off.
They're killing themselves.
Are they? Huh?
Yeah. Oh, the wither skeleton.
Interesting.
Why is he going upstairs?
That's a good question.
What?
He's confused. He's never seen the sun. You think that God exists in Minecraft? Like, you think that Notch ever created some deep lore about this shit?
No. What?
That just no.
No. Well, I mean, the thing is, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like, he didn't think that far ahead, I don't think. I mean, he wrote that thing at the end of the...
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, was at the end of the credits. About the meaning in life. I remember that game theory video from like 10 years ago. Dude, Lost Media and Game Theory, that was my childhood, man. I was an interesting kid. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, though, we are coming up on the end of the episode. So as always, I just want to... Yeah, it's already been an hour.
Yeah.
I know. As always, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Minecraft Podcast, episode number 37. As always, this podcast is sponsored by W Energy. You can get 10% off by using code POINTSY10 or using the link found in the description. Go buy yourself some great energy products. We love it. And also, thank you guys so much for the support on the latest videos. So thank you guys. We have some great stuff coming. And thank you so much. And we will see you in the next podcast. Bye.
Bye.